Powered by Riverside FM.
Hey,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
did you? No, you do the welcome. Did you want to do the
Uh,
welcome?
yeah, I'll do it. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Joey and Chandler's The Fun Time Super Terrific Happy Hour. Welcome, Chandler.
Welcome, Joey. What
I
are you
was just
laughing
kidding.
at now?
It's like it's like we start off and like man, like I was just thinking like our first like chat episode one season one we're like it's all echoey and like we're like coughing and there's just crazy like sounds wrong and like now we're here and I'm like a little kid like having to be quiet while the countdown happens and then the Riverside promo and then and it's like I'm like oh okay now we have these sound bites and I'm all is it time like a kid on Christmas is it
You're
time to
like,
do the opening is
you're
it
like, I
time
gotta
to do
sneeze,
the
but you're
opening
holding it. You're like, yeah.
I'm
No,
like, can
we
I
joke. We joke. We would our first couple episodes were like the original Simpsons. Right? That's how we would say. We're like, the artwork was all over the place. The sound was way different. Yeah,
yeah now it's like oh hey guys welcome
we try. All right, so let's welcome to our May 17th episode. Here's our holidays, Joey. Today is International Virtual Assistance Day. This day is dedicated to virtual assistants. This is a day to recognize their hard work, dedication, and perseverance. This doesn't count Siri though, right?
oh okay.
Yeah, I guess we don't recognize her, right? What if she got herself her own gift?
Well,
She's like,
huh. I'm just thinking, like, did like AI come up with their own holiday, like, or worship
AI,
us?
the AI day off, right? You're not allowed to ask us anything. May 17th is Pack Rat Day. Get rid of the old and make space for the new. Are you a pack rat person?
I mean, I guess you could, like, I don't mind having like the junk drawer type stuff, but I have to have it like up and up out. Like, it can be junky as long as it's covered up, like it's up off the ground in a drawer. I'm good with it, but it's got to be like novice. I'm like one of those people that I don't like to have the cords. So if I could figure out a way to like set up the TV and the
Or like
entertainment
to
system
tie
with
it up and
no,
stuff?
yeah, because I'm just like I feel like it looks sloppy. Like you have like a nice TV, and then you have like this little cord that drops down. It's like figure out a way to cover it.
See, when I think pack rat, well, I don't think I'm a pack rat at home. Although I do have some stuff. Let me purge some stuff this summer. But I'm more of a pack rat when it comes to school, dude. It's like, oh, we might need that. So like, I've been putting it in my closet. There's, I bet there's half the stuff that I keep that I never use, and I'm just like, we just got to get rid of this, man. It's just, it's worthless. It's just taking up space,
That's what
not
those
using
last two
anything.
weeks
But
of school are for. Last 2 weeks of school when you're like, I gotta pack up my room in case they move me. And then you're like,
yeah,
what is this? Toss. What is this? Toss.
you're like, you just got rid of like half your textbooks, and you're like, oh, I didn't feel like carrying them. It is what it is. And it's also May 17th, also Pinot Grigio Day. Get a bottle of Pinot Grigio, bring your glass, and celebrate the day lightly. You wine connoisseur?
Lightly, I get it because it's a lot because it's a white wine.
Uh-huh.
There we go.
Are you a wine connoisseur?
I'm a wine connoisseur when everything else is run out. Essentially,
Oh
like
man,
I'm on beer, liquor, done. I guess we're going to the wine.
wine. I like wine. It's just like it's not like something you go do and you just drink with the boys. Like hey, bought this nice bottle of wine and some glasses. I think it's more like a date night
Well,
thing. You know what I mean?
you you can if it's your boys are a certain kind of boys.
That's true. That's
You're
true.
all, who's ready to party?
Shirt tied in a knot or whatever.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, there's a Saturday Night Live short or like a little skit, and they were doing
Yeah,
it's 300, like the movie 300,
yeah.
and they were talking to King Leonidas, and they're like, "Hey, since we're about to go into battle, can you repeal the don't ask, don't tell policy?" And so it was like I have to say, it was just funny how they did it. Because he's describing them as an army, and they're like, we're tough, we're strong, we're what's that word? And they're like fierce. It's just funny how they did it. It's like he didn't realize that like the whole Greek army was like gay. This is the Like I said, it was just funny how they did it. Not that we're making fun of it. It's just I thought it was silly.
Yeah, we're not. We're just repeating what Saturday Night Live did. That's
Yeah,
nice.
exactly. All right, hey, so teacher appreciation gifts, man. Did you get any gifts last week?
No, I'm no longer a teacher.
Yeah.
I
So
guess I
they didn't
guess I
get
am through
you
like that online program, but they give me like virtual gifts. Like I'm gonna
really?
send you a greeting card.
Yeah, I had a parent reach out like the previous weekend or whatever, and she asked what I wanted, and I was like, like, if your daughter gives me a hug, I'm happy. Like I'm cool with that. But like, I told her like, give me some muscle milk and pretzels. Like I'm trying to I'm eating healthier now. It's about that summertime or whatever. But they were nice. Like they kept bringing me stuff like almost every day, and I told her, I was like, man, you guys are too much. This is too much. I
Dude,
appreciate
so
it,
one
but
year when
it's
I
like,
was when I was a PE teacher, this one kid got me to like, and I was like, dang. And so I'm like, oh, okay, like, cause they brought it, and cause like the kids would bring stuff, like, hey, I got this, can you air it up? So I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, if you don't have an air pump at home, I'll pump up your football, basketball, whatever it is, right? Well, so they bring this thing, and it was a real nice Spalding basketball. And I was like, sure. And the kid, like, he's like a little second grader, first grade, second grade. He's like, here you go, coach. And I was like, what's that? Oh, okay, I'll get you pumped up, and I'll get it. And like I'm doing like morning too. I'm like, I'll get it aired up, and I'll send it with him later on today. And
yeah.
mom's like, oh no, that's for you. And I was all, it was I checked it. I was like a $50, $60 basketball, and I was like, dang. And like this is like, I
Man.
mean, 10 years ago, $50, $60 basketball was like pretty expensive, you know?
Well, I know. Yeah, I think it's still pretty good for basketball now. Look at like schools like Owie. Some of the non-title schools, the stuff I heard they give like their teachers. Like the nice big gift cards. So, I mean, it's cool. Like I said, I'm just kind of person. You tell me thank you, I'm fine with it. Like I really don't need a lot of stuff, and I try
Yeah,
not to eat a lot of candy and stuff. So I'm like, I don't really need a whole lot of sweets. But I put out in my notes. I thought it'd be funny if the parent brought you like a liquor, like a club. Hey, you're part of the liquor of the month club or something. And actually, I had teachers told me like parents will like bring them. Hey, you got to come out to the parking lot, and they give them like a bottle of wine or some liquor. You're
yeah.
like, damn.
So what would it be 2, 3 years ago now? Um, Still principal on the campus. I actually had a parent, a nice parent, like she would come, yeah, not helicopter mom, but not hands off, like kind of in between, like when her kid's
Yeah,
messing up, she's involved. And so she comes, she's like, hey, can I drop these teacher appreciation gifts off for the teachers real quick? I had to work. And I said, sure. And this is before school, and so I'm like totally fine with it. And she comes in with like these bags, and I'm like, can I give it like a look? Like I don't want to be like, what do you have in the bag?
yeah.
But so I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh no, like that's
Are
I
they
really
brown
hope it.
paper bags or something?
No, they were nice gift bags, but
Yeah,
about
like long and tall, look like wine
no, they
size.
were yeah, exactly, because
Yeah.
that's what they were. And she comes in the building, goes down one hallway, and I was all, I gotta go, I gotta go. I'm gonna let her drop it off, and then I'm gonna go to the teacher and kind of see what it was. And so I pass her up as she kind of goes the other way to the other hallway to give the other teacher she wanted to drop something off with. And when I saw the teacher, I was like, hey, can I just real quick? I don't mean to be nosy. Can I see that? Yeah, can you do me a favor? Can you go put that in your car? So
Yeah.
I don't want any kids seeing that and be like, hey, Mr. or Mrs. So and so got such and such. Yeah, and it was a new teacher, so like they didn't realize like, hey, you couldn't do that because I mean they're of
Yeah.
age to drink. And he was like, I kind of was wondering, but I didn't know, and especially since the parent. And I said, no, yeah, we're not supposed to. I'll go. I'll tell the parent. Don't worry about it. But go put that in your car for me right now. Like I'll make sure we watch like kids if they come down the hallway because yeah,
I
I don't
got
need you stand with a bag of wine.
one of my teacher friends. I got her a gift, and I went and snuck it to her. And I told her put this in your car. I found a. I think I may have sent it to you. I found a flask on Amazon, and it said "Liquid Patience" like on the front, right? And so
Yeah.
I got it to her. She laughed, but I was like, "Hey." And she took a photo with it, like little cheesy photo. Like, hey, go put this in your car because like a couple years ago, I bought teacher friends of mine shot glasses with like with the phrase "You're killing me" smells, from a Sandlot.
Sandlot.
But I was like, hey, actually, I might have. I think I have some extra. Hook you up, dude. Because I got like these extra shot glasses and stuff. But I was like, hey, it's cool. Yeah,
Toothpick holders, what they call them. To
exactly.
get,
Hey,
I'm all sure that's what it holds.
so I think I texted you. This is almost summertime. I'm about to. I know I've been telling my brain this. I'm gonna get working on that book that you started, the book idea you started. I'm gonna start. I'm proofing my side and your side. So this summer, That's one of my goals, dude. Knock out this book and get it to a nice thing that we both agree on, right?
A children's book, the Adventures of Choey. Is that where we're rolling with the Adventures of Choey and Chandler?
Something like that, yeah. But I mean, it's like I wanted to take what you came up with and see if I could add some of my sense of
Oh,
humor to it or something, you know?
you know, what'd be fun is like take it kind of like our own twist instead of the Magic School Bus, like the Magic Happy Hour.
I don't know. Could you have a children's book with happy hour in the title? Wouldn't that be a little? I don't know.
Well, it's like a children's ish book. Like it's like that one
Yeah.
that the squirrel with the nuts, the
Oh
D's
yeah,
nuts.
yeah, yeah. Exactly.
It's
Maybe maybe the happy hours when they drop their kids off and they're at home, parents are at home or whatever. But but so the countdown has begun. You started before us, so you get out before us, right?
I don't know. 31st is the last day for the kids.
Oh, 6 is the last day. So you only started 1 week earlier. I thought you were a little bit earlier. Hey,
Yeah,
so
but I think
speak
it's
it
off
up,
because we have all them Fridays off, is what it is.
dude. My niece and nephew, they're in Bulverde. Like they're in middle school, but they're gonna end up going to Canyon Lake High School. I was told they graduate this week, but they still go to school next week. And I'm like, why are you graduate? Why are they going to school if they're already graduating? You know? But I don't
That's
know.
weird.
I don't know. I was like, that was news to me how they said it. I was like, okay. It's like I've never heard of that, you know. But yeah, it's countdown. We're trying to do a lot of we call it PBS events, you know. Let these kids do stuff like Friday. We're doing teachers versus students. I think I want to play knockout for basketball because I can't really go 1-on-1, right, with my injury. But also, it's like 50 of these kids are gonna do teachers versus students, and I can't play 1 versus 50. You know, it's like not in any sport. You know,
You're
it's
all
not gonna work.
bodying him. You're like, you gotta check me better.
Y'all better double me up. No, so
You're all blocking foul. That's a block.
remember I told you last year. One of the episodes we did last year, we had a lot of kids had paid for kickball, and they didn't
Yeah.
know how to play kickball. Like I'm trying to teach them the rules as I'm rolling the ball, and I was just like, all right, now you gotta. Every time someone kicked it, I was like, you gotta run, you gotta run. Okay, you gotta tag them, you gotta run. It was just I was like back and forth. And I was
Get the
just like,
ball.
oh, we all
Tag
win.
him like this.
I gotta
Here it
stop
comes.
both of it.
Bing.
But hey, last thing I got before it's that our little break time. So I was talking to my boy in Hawaii. Remember I said I want to call him Gandalf?
Gandalf.
Yeah. He said he heard it and he's like, "You mean I'm white Gandalf now?" And I was like, "No, it's Gandalf the white, white Gandalf." It's racist, man.
Every time I think of like anything to do with like white, because you watch Modern Family, so did I.
Yeah.
Remember the thing with Phil when he's like
If you
Team
ain't
White?
white, you ain't right.
Yeah,
The T-shirt. Yeah.
yeah,
Family.
and
Was it
he's
family camp?
completely yeah he's completely oblivious, and that cabbie like takes his stuff and just chunks it, and he's like, "What's
Yeah.
wrong with him?"
Phil was one of the best. You know.
He was,
Never really knew what half the jokes were always about him. You know.
yeah. So what I kind of envision like we can have with our story, like our little book, can be like
Yeah.
stuff like that where people are like, "What?" And you're like, "Why would you take it like that?"
Yeah. I know. Like I said, we just got to use a lot of our sense of humor. And then I'm gonna mess a lot with Book Creator because I found some stuff that we were doing this year in school, so I can make a digital book. I keep seeing stuff pop up like on Facebook, but I want to first thing I got to do is just play around with some of the words, you know, and we'll
Yeah.
go from there. But all right, anything else you want to add before we take our little break?
No,
And then we get
off to break, and then back with the song.
and then back with the song. I try to set myself up here, go one to the other, you know. All right,
Yeah.
here we go.
We say pros, gun, bay, cheers, mate, and cheers, mate again, or simply cheers. Sometimes it's all toss and take, other times it's cheers and you fifth and hoes. And we also say salve, salute, time, gay, skull. Now in Vietnam we can say yo. That's how Joey and Jello cheers around the world. Cheers, cheers around the world. Different languages, same sentiment. Raising our glasses to friendship. friendship and joy. Cheers, cheers around the world. Cheers, cheers around the world. Cheers, cheers around the world.
Yo.
So I totally came up with like the music video for that.
Uh-huh.
Can just be like, you know, one of us like in a cowboy hat, rocking like a little thing like Jason Aldean, and then when
Uh-huh.
it's like the cheers around the world starts happening. Remember like on South Park when he had the Cosmos a bee,
Yeah.
and it showed like even like different like it'd just be like us like this and like different like costumes going cheers and
Actually, what I want to do, and maybe we'll get done this Christmas. Remember how we talked last year, making bobbleheads for each other?
yeah.
Like doing the bobblehead as the song's playing, just like filming
It's
the
all,
bobblehead. But all right, man. No new countries,
oh,
unfortunately, but still getting better. So all right, I'm adding a little line here because we're about to switch over to Joking with Janz. All right, everybody, come on down to Joking with Janz. That's right, here's a game show that you can play at home and try and test your knowledge and see how many more you get correct than incorrect. So stick around and have fun and laugh listening to Joking with Janz. I want to do the ceremonial sharing of the screen, okay?
yeah. That's the new song sound for that.
That's just me sharing the screen. A little drum roll, please. Drum roll. Like, you see my screen, right?
Yes, the never-ending R faces as it goes
Yeah.
15,000
It's
different.
like there's a word for whatever that puzzle is, but you're right. It just goes on and on and on. All right, sir. Here is our Joking with Janz. You got a little bit of a beverage.
I do.
Okay, today we're playing You Might Be a Teacher, right? So I guess if I read this and it's one of us, we take a sip, okay?
All
We
right.
won't read all of them.
Excuse
After
me.
the sip, I'll read it. Oh, this is going down. Right. So you might be a teacher if you have a hard time coming up with a name for your own child because every name reminds you of a difficult student. Did you drink? I'm looking at this right now.
I did not I was good whenever we got the names going on. Very-
I didn't drink either because obviously I don't have kids, so I don't have to worry about that one.
Yeah.
Right, you might be a teacher if you have no money, but you'd be rich if you had $1 for every time somebody told you it must be nice to have summers off.
Oh yeah.
I'll drink for that. Like we don't know what we deal with, the other. What is it? How long is school? Like 9 months?
Yeah, 9. Well, shoot, now like by the time it ends and then you gotta start back, it's like 10.
I was telling the teacher, dude. I know I told this last season. I didn't come up with this joke, but every time I tell teachers, no one's ever heard about it. But the top 3 reasons to become a teacher are June, July, August. So that's why all these people are like, "Oh, it must be nice," All right.
It
You
is,
might-
except for whenever you have kids at home, and then like come July when you're waiting for your paycheck because you've already spent it all. You're like, oh, come on, money.
You might be a teacher if you've asked your husband or wife to use their indoor voice. Yeah.
Yeah, I would not do that to my wife.
Have you even thought about that?
No, let's.
No.
I mean, like that scenario immediately leads into like I may be getting an indoor gesture.
Yeah. maybe getting a frying pan upside the head or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, this next one I have done, and I'm about to take a sip. You might be a teacher if you have to restrain yourself from correcting children's behavior in public.
I'm like, I have to go fill the cup up twice to do this one because like there's some times where you're just like, geez, man.
It sucks to go to like a Walmart or a Target and kids are throwing a fit or whatever, and you're like, oh my
Dude,
gosh.
me and the missus were out for our anniversary like 2 months ago, eating out at dinner, and there's this table right next to us, and this kid's coughing, and I get you're sick. Fine,
Yeah.
totally get that. But the kid's like, as loud as you can do, to where like the whole dining room is kind of like, like looking over, like every time this kid would do it, and he's not covering his mouth, he's not doing anything, he's not saying excuse me afterwards. The family's not doing nothing either. They're not like, hey, they're not redirecting, saying, hey, cover your mouth, hey. It's just, like as if the kid's dying, and I'm all, is he choking? Like, what's going on over there? And like, enough time, like, people are looking back, and I'm like, pointing, like, hey, it's over there, it's not me, don't think I'm the one that's got like 15 cases of lung cancer right now.
I hate when you're on an airplane and someone behind you is doing that or whatever, and you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and all I want to be is like, hey man, like, I get it, I got 3, like, they annoy you.
Yeah.
Tell them to stop, cover your mouth, do something, then everybody's fine. Like, hey, kid's got a bad cough, he's covered his face, we're good. But when it's like, like all loud, and you're like, hey,
this is not 2020 when we're like, hey, just kill him, put out his misery, you know?
No, true.
All right. You might be a teacher if you spend a large part of your day repeating yourself. It's the third sip for me. I feel like that's all teaching. Did you hear what I just said? Can you repeat what I just said? Can someone repeat what that person just repeated? And you're like, oh my gosh, you know? I'll read this next one, although this isn't me. You might be a teacher if you cringe when you see cupcakes. Does that ever bother you?
No, I just know I'm not touching them, because more than likely, especially if it's like, you know, your elementary cupcakes,
yeah,
there's probably been a hand that's touched the part that you're going to eat, and that hand's probably had a finger or two up its nose without washing it.
You might be a teacher if you have the special ability to tell whether or not a child really needs to go to the bathroom. I'll sip to that.
You know what that reminds me of, though, is Toilet Watch 24. Is you might work in an office with a bunch of women if you have the ability to walk in the men's and know that you didn't drop the deuce, but somebody else did.
I like, again, well, I work with younger kids, and they start at 7, and now most of them are 8. Some birthdays are in the summer, but I always laugh when they're like dancing, like, I really got to go, Mr. Bing, I really got to go. I'm like, really? Because like 2 seconds ago, you were playing around. You're running around at recess. Now that we have work to do, you're like, it's a big emergency, and I'm like, I don't think so. You know, hold it.
You're like, you know what's an emergency? Your grade in math. That's what's an emergency.
Hey, a couple more here. This one, dude. If you don't drink to this, I'm gonna think you're lying. You might be a teacher if you use hand sanitizer at least 100 times a day. Maybe not now because you're admin, but just based on your story earlier, I feel like you would do that a lot.
No. Oh, yeah, because they come and they touch you and like on your hand, and they gotta hold your hand, and you're like, especially the ones that are all, sir, and you're like, ah.
I think this story has been told to you as well, but when I worked at an elementary school in Illinois, I used to work in a computer lab, and I was helping these kindergartners. And, I'd lean over and I'd type on the computer to put them on their website. And this one kid sneezed right on my arm. And I remember I kind of like cringed, and I turned to the teacher. I was like, I'll be right back. Because I was just like, oh.
Yo, what the? Slap him across the face.
Exactly.
How dare you?
No, that's not really us. You might be a teacher if you're constantly in need of dry erase markers. That's me. I do know what these kids do. They do. My instructions are always like, hey, let me take my sip first. But I'm like, boys and girls, put your lid tightly on the marker. Make sure it pops first, right? Because they don't put their lid on it. Yeah. And then I'm just like, when you don't put the lid on the dry erase marker, guess what? It dries out, You might be a teacher if you had to sing during professional development on multiple occasions. Always fun stuff, right?
I'm like, that one with the acronyms is definitely.
Oh, what's that last? This is the last one then. You might be a teacher if you know the meaning of these acronyms: IEP, CST, ELL, GATE. I was gonna say GATE. IDEA.
It is GATE.
Okay, it is GATE and IDEA. NLCB or NCLB, CCSS, ODD, which I never knew existed until I graduated, RTI, AYP, FERPA, KWL, and SLP. Yep.
Like
All
that
the fun.
ODD one, the ODD, which is now like ED. Oh, I can't.
Was it
Like,
emotionally disturbed or something like that?
yeah.
No, it was like I said,
I'm like, you're not gonna be disturbed when I whoop you with a belt. That's for sure.
I was rudely introduced to it when I was subbing one day. They're like those ODD kids. Sometimes they just yell at you for no reason. And you're like, what did I do? You know?
See, like the thing is with kids like that have like issue, like straight up like diagnosed like Tourette's or some crazy stuff like that. Like they can't help it.
Yeah.
Get it, totally get it. But the ones that are just spoiled brats, more than likely, and you're like, if somebody took a belt to your butt for like a week straight, you would stop. Those are the ones I can't stand.
I thought, no, you're right. I'm glad when you're like a week straight. You're like, what is that? Like 96 straight hours or?
Well, no, I mean like everyone, not like 24/7. Just whack, whack, whack.
Like, someone get this job. Yeah, hire that person. All right, hey, this last segment here, right? It'll be short and sweet. I was telling you on the phone, right? Originally, you have your chaplain with Joey, right? What's chaplain Joey?
Yeah.
And I was just kind of came up one day with I was like the wine and cheese corner, and I was thinking about it for me. And I was like, wait a minute, that's Joey's thing. Not to make it sound like you like have like attitude problem or whatever. But I was like, that's Joey's. So then today it just hit me. I was like, the wine and cheese out corner. Whenever I bring it up, is going to be about stuff kids whine about, right? And so today we had early release day, right? So it's basically 7:30 to 11:30, right? We go to get food at 10:30. One of my second graders sees pre-K outside at recess, and he's like, "Why do they get to go outside?" And I was like, "Do you want to go back to pre-K?" I was like, "Dude, And we had just like played quizzes and a Bookit game on computer, like practicing some math. So it's not like we were just writing with pencils and stuff, right? I was like, we were doing some fun activities, and then we were on our way to go back eat the classroom and watch a little bit of a movie as we're eating. And he's whining about recess. And I was just like, can I get you some cheese with that wine,
Should be like, you don't get any yard time today, buddy. No yard time for you.
It's prison talk, right? So we're going to add some nice classical music to the background there for wine and cheese corner,
Yeah, it's a good one.
Does that remind you of
that.
anything? Do your kids do that at home to you, or do you put a stop to it?
Oh no, they still whine. They still throw fits about like it's not fair. This one gets that, and I'm like, dude, you're 17 and you're driving. Like, you're worried about the 11-year-old got like an extra cookie. Like, really?
I get that just kind of reminds me. I get annoyed when kids are like, so and so's doing this, right? So and so's on this website. I'm just like, who are you worried about, right? Like I was telling that kid today when he was talking about the pre-K, I was like, who are you worried about, man? He's like, that's them. Worry about you. I just get tired of hearing like they just whine
Technically,
about
Mr. Big, he is worried about him. He's like, why do they get that? And I don't.
No. So, well, he needs to focus on what he should be doing. How about it that way?
Be like, they also crap their pants and eat their boogers. You want to go do that? You do that right now. I'll let you have some. I'll let you go out with them.
I wish I'd have remembered that when I would have been a good little, because I was a little annoyed with him. That would have been a good one. Yeah, if I just said that. But they also eat their burgers too.
That might land you a little stern talking there, sir, from your
hot water.
supervisor.
Yeah, exactly. So. All right, social media plug, sir. Please follow us at Choey N Jan, CHOEY, the letter N, JAN, Facebook, Twitter, Threads. I keep saying Twitter. I'm sorry, X, Threads, Instagram, TikTok, MySpace, YouTube. Speaking of, I saw that you liked the AP Choey or the AP Cho video on Threads there.
Well, because I think I started following our account, like I realized I hadn't.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh crap, I better go ahead and do that.
I just thought it was just funny how you did that. All right, stop sharing. I was like, hey, and I'm halfway. Well, I'm more than halfway done with the Janz former one. Did you hear the audio I sent you? The rough audio.
Yeah. I can just imagine that as a video with what was it? His cousin or his friend Kevin or his brother.
Yeah, no, it was his cousin Randy or something.
That's what it was. Don't ask. That was all. I can see like an Optimus Prime type thing, like, don't ask. You
You
know.
know, it'd be funny when I put it together on the video. But all of those sounds, right? All those voices, where this app called Parrot AI, and
Yeah.
it's Betty White, it's Snoop Dogg, it's Optimus Prime, and it's Emma Watson. You know, Hermione Granger. It's
Yeah.
just, but it's just like it sounded like I liked all of them. You know, so like now I just got to put it the face or the sound to the face or whatever. You know, but
Yeah.
oh, oh, hey, oh, you have
You
to look
can.
at the slide. I stopped sharing, so I put something here. It's not. It kind of goes with your line, right? But it's a little slide that lets me know, hey, we're stopping. And so I got like, are
There
you
you go.
looking at
Oh
slide
crap! We're at the.
130? Yeah.
No, I'm not. I just we're at the end of the thing. Oh crap! I better do. Okay.
No, like on slide 130, I have like Chief Wiggum. It's pure. Pull the plug, boys. Or Dwight Schrute saying, blink once if you want me to pull the plug. And I got stop sign, don't pass go. That's all, folks. Just letting us know it's the end of this episode, right? End of,
Yeah.
I don't know how many, but you know, getting ready to stop it here. We're coming up in November. We're supposed to hit the 100th episode.
Oh.
So we're right around, well, it's still some months around the way, but you know, that's not too far. It's like 5 months. So pretty cool there.
Yeah. 5
All right,
6
man.
months. Yeah.
Oh, I was about to just stop. I got to do the sound. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Ready to pull the plug, sir?
Let's pull it.